Hello everyone. Today we're diving into an intriguing question. Does the Bible forbid graven images? And if so, why do Catholics use statues? Many point to Exodus 20:4-5, where it cautions against the creation and worship of idols. It's a compelling argument that sparks many a debate. So if the Bible warns against this, why do Catholics have statues in their churches? Let's explore this further. To understand this, we need to delve deeper into the scriptures. Let's take a look at Exodus 25:18, where God instructs Moses to make 2 cherubim of beaten gold. These weren't just any statues, they were to be placed on the Ark of the Covenant, a sacred symbol of God's promise to his people. Now let's turn to the book of Kings. In 1 Kings 6:23-29, and again in chapter 7 verses 25-45, we find detailed descriptions of the construction of the temple and the making of more cherubim, this time of olive wood and overlaid with gold. And then there's Numbers 21:8-9. Here God tells Moses to make a bronze serpent and mount it on a pole. When the Israelites looked at this bronze serpent, they were healed of their snake bites. As we can see, the Bible does not entirely forbid the creation of statues, but rather the worship of them as gods. This leads us to our next point. Now that we've seen what the Bible says, let's turn to the Catholic viewpoint. The Catholic Church makes a clear distinction between worship and veneration. Worship, also known as latria in traditional Catholic terms, is due only to God. The respect, or veneration, known as dulia, can be given to saints and angels. Hyperdulia, a higher form of veneration, is accorded to the Virgin Mary. So how does this relate to the use of statues? In the Catholic Church, statues are seen as visual aids to prayer, not as objects of worship. When a Catholic looks at a statue of St. Peter, for instance, they are reminded of his faith, his courage, his life dedicated to the teachings of Christ. It's not the statue itself that's important, but rather what it represents. The Catechism of the Catholic Church reinforces this point. It clearly states that the honor paid to sacred images is a respectful veneration, not the adoration due to God alone. The movement toward the image does not terminate in it as image, but tends toward that which it represents. So, in conclusion, the Bible does not forbid the use of statues. It forbids the worship of them as gods. Catholics use statues as aids to prayer, not as objects of worship. Thanks for joining us today as we explored this fascinating topic. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the depths of faith.